Agents, how's it going? Another week in the world of The Division has passed, and I thought it might be a good idea to start up a little series that I'm calling I Don't Have a Name for This Yet. Okay, I wanted to come up with a witty title, but it's been a long week. Give me a break. I'm Abrax, and in this video I'm going to be going over the Division news from the following week, the events and vendor highlights for this week, and rounding things off by taking a look at the current known issue board. Sound good? Sweet. First, a thank you to my supporters over on Patreon, more on how you can support at the end of the video. Let's start things off with the news from today and over the last week. From today, TU 17.3 is out. This removes the Resident Evil crossover apparel event, fixes the cosmetic metalhead gloves from the Twitch drops, which have been showing as a second pair of firewall gloves, and also reverts the XP changes to resource convoys. There's also been a lot of debate lately about the chest piece for the end of this current season. Some say secret exotic, some say some kind of named vest, but we did get confirmation over on Twitter by Morton, the product director at the Division 2, that this is in fact a vanity item, which of course we all know today anyway. No doubt some won't be happy about this, but to be honest, I always just assumed it was a skin. I'm pretty sure if it was something more, they would have made a point out of highlighting it a little bit like they did with Dr. Home. And for those of you wondering, the second phase of the PTS is still a go, but we still have no date as of yet. We still have the Division 2 drops running over on Twitch, so if you want a full metalhead outfit, you can get that by linking your Twitch and Ubisoft account and watching a little Division 2. These are running until May 16th, so make sure you don't miss out on a free outfit. Since Division Day, we still haven't heard anything more about Heartland or Resurgence, but I will let you know the moment we do. There are tests and betas for both games that you can sign up for now. You'll find links for those in the description below. On to events. As of today, as I've said, the Resident Evil apparel event has sadly ended. Hopefully you managed to get all of the crossover goodies, but if not, fingers crossed we get a rerun again in the future. What we do have today is our final manhunt target, Anti. And of course, this means we get to take on the main man himself, Stovepipe, finishing off the manhunt and of course the story for this season. I am looking forward to taking him out myself and seeing how they set up Year 5. Next week, we also have the Anti-League starting up, but I'll have more information on that next week. Let's take a look at a few vendor highlights for this week. Over at the Countdown vendor, they are selling a named Orbit revolver. This is a top tier sidearm that comes with perfect finisher for the talent. Plus, this is a DZ exclusive that you can pick up for Countdown credits. You hear me, PvE players, go grab one while you can. The Clan vendor is selling a Pyromaniac AR with reload speed. Not a bad pickup, especially if you are into burn builds. At the campus, they are selling a Providence holster with weapon handling and crit damage, reroll weapon handling for crit chance, and you've got a pretty good DPS holster. At the DC base of operations, you can pick up a closer vest. These aren't the best rolls, but if you wanted a tankier chest piece with good damage, this might be one for you. Let's finish things up by taking a look at the current known issues board. And you know, it's been a while since I've had a look at this myself. Investigating. It looks like they are still trying to balance the determined talent. If you didn't know, at launch this talent was pretty OP, and it seems like they are still looking for the right way to balance this one out. It is still currently very strong, and we'll have to see what happens to it in the future. Here's an interesting one. Agents can aim from cover without being exposed to enemy fire with the Striker Ballistic Shield while using a scope. This is actually quite a funny one. This has been in the game since launch, and I'm pretty sure you can also do this in the first game. No info as of yet, but it's going to be interesting to see if this ever actually changes. Remove expertise and SHD from non-invaded DZs. This is still sitting in investigating, and personally something I agree with. I'm not sure why this change isn't something they could try out in a PTS, but hopefully we will hear more in the future. Something worth being aware of is that Heartbreaker 4-piece may not activate if you change your loadout in the field. I use Heartbreaker quite a bit, and at times I did feel like something was off. So, if you use Heartbreaker, make sure to hop into a safe area first. Plenty more here, but let's have a look at in progress. It looks like they are working on a fix for the chest and backpack mod issues, which is good. I'm sure this is plaguing many players. If you didn't know, there's currently an issue where your appearance mod on your backpack or chest may not be setting right, or may just be setting the same across all of your gear. There is an easy fix to this. If you equip another piece, equip and unequip an appearance mod, you should then be able to change your original piece back to how you want it. Hopefully this gets fixed soon, but we will have to keep an eye out. Global directives should not be active during raids. To this one, I'd actually say leave them. Adding directives to raids can just add another layer to the gameplay, right? We've also got conflict rewards getting a revamp. They're looking at changing the XP reward, adding exotic components, and maybe even targeted loot, which could be pretty good. It would be interesting to see if targeted loot was per map or per game type, so we might see a bit of a dynamic shift which way people vote at the beginning of a match. And at the moment, it looks like players cannot share gear or skill mods, but they're also working on a fix for that too. This is a new video on the channel, so let me know if you enjoyed it, and if there's anything else you'd like to see in a weekly Division update. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future content. As always, a massive thank you to my supporters over on Patreon for helping me make this channel the best it can be. If you would like to join them, you can support the channel for as little as £1 a month. You'll find a link to that in the description below, or consider becoming a channel member. Have a great day, I'll catch you in the next one.